Hello everyone, this is T-Bird Bricks with another video. I'm happy to unveil my latest review, being the Holiday Main Street set from LEGO. Set number 10308 consists of 1,514 pieces and 6 minifigures. I'm really looking forward to digging into this set and reviewing it. This is actually the first ever winter collection set I've actually ever gotten. Just to clarify, my Dark Ages ended in 2021, so still kind of new to the whole coming back to the LEGO scene. So this is my first ever Christmas themed LEGO set. Looks pretty cool. Definitely like this trolley right here. Looking forward to digging into that. And I like how there's, not one central house build, but a couple different builds going on. So one house, two house, the tree, little entryway right here where the kid can put his letter to Santa in. Should be really fun. Now I've heard some kind of, mixed reviews of this set. Some people like it, some people think it's definitely the weakest of the Winter Village collection. We'll see. I'm gonna dig into it right now with my wife as well, actually, because you can see right here it says 1 through 4 people, meaning multiple people can build the set at the same time. So that'll be pretty interesting. I think this is the first Christmas themed set where they're doing that. So me and my wife are gonna build this together, and we'll let you know what we think. So let's stop talking. Let's start building. Okay, so here's the completed build. It took my wife and I about 2.5 hours to finish everything completely. She did the music shop, tree, and front, while I did the toy shop and the trolley. One thing I want to point out before I continue the review is how many spare pieces LEGO gives you with this set. I thought this was pretty generous. In fact, there's so many spare parts they give you, I actually thought at first that my wife and I maybe built something wrong, but we checked and double checked and everything is pretty fine, so I guess they were just really generous with the spare pieces. I thought that was pretty nice of them. But moving along to the overall build, this just looks great. I love the ensemble here. You get one building, two buildings, tree, little entryway, the trolley looks great. I mean, this is all just a great ensemble with a really nice aesthetic of the snow coming down everywhere. It just looks really nice. I definitely love it. So let's go ahead and check out the minifigures. So first up for the minifigures, we have the two shop owners. First off, we have the owner of the music store here and the owner of the toy shop here. And I think they look okay. I definitely like the sweater here and the, her hair here, but otherwise there's nothing really impressive about these two minifigures, to be perfectly honest. Let me move them in a little closer. This is all pretty generic. I mean, this head and this head have been used before, these two pants have been used before. And I definitely have this shirt, a lot of these shirts actually, with the overalls, the tan tie on the red shirt. Pretty generic and a little unimpressive, these two minifigures, unfortunately. And they don't have alternate heads, so you only get this expression and this expression. They're not double-sided heads like some of the other minifigures. So actually, let's go ahead and have a look at those two minifigures, or those minifigures real quick. Next up, we have the two shoppers, and these two are definitely a breath of fresh air compared to the other minifigures. I love the sweaters here. These two look really nice. Her hat and hair look really good. I think this is actually the same hat and hair I used for the sig fig for my wife, so I definitely approve. These two look really good, and they both have reversible heads, so I'm actually going to go ahead and show those heads right now, real quick. So here are the double sides to the heads, and I think these look pretty good. She looks like she's singing, maybe a Christmas carol or two as she's walking from the shop, and then she looks pretty happy. I guess she got a good deal at either the music store or the toy shop. Overall, these two minifigures look really nice. I definitely approve. They look pretty good. Yeah, look really good. Let's go ahead and look at the last two. And last but definitely not least, we have the little boy giving his letter to Santa, and then we have the trolley conductor. And I think these two look really nice. This boy looks pretty good. I love his hat. The dual molded hat looks pretty good. His jacket looks really nice. A little disappointed in no leg printing. None of the minifigures do, but I kind of understand why LEGO does it that way with some of the, I guess, lesser expensive sets. I guess I understand why they do it that way. But this conductor looks really nice. I love the detailing on the tie and the pocket watch. He uses that to keep track of whether he and the trolley are, on time or ahead or behind schedule. I think they look really great. And actually, this kid has a double-sided head as well. I'm just gonna turn that real quick and show you now. So there you go. He's got a little surprise expression. Yeah, maybe Santa came by his house. Who knows? But otherwise, these two look really nice. I think these two actually might be my favorite minifigures of the set. So moving on to the set, first up we have the entrance gate and the tree, and I think the tree design looks really good. I think what LEGO did was actually pretty clever. Whoops, knocked the star off by mistake. Yeah, this tree looks really nice. What they did for the design was they did a bunch of 1x1 bricks that are modified with studs on all sides, and then they stacked up a bunch of wedge plates that you see here and put them on each side. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Really clever design, and then they just put the star on top. I think this looks pretty good. I like the little presents under there too, really nice. And then the entryway looks pretty good as well. You have the clock, really good, sign that says Main Street, entranceway here to get to the markets, excuse me. And then right here is basically the mailbox where you can put the mail right through the slot, let it in. I think it's pretty simple, pretty straightforward, yet really nice design. And one of the things I like about this in particular is kind of the level of ambiguity of how this entranceway works. So you can either have it right in front of the shops where people can go, in and out to the two shops, or it can kind of be up here where it serves as an onboarding, offboarding point for people to get on and off the trolley, and then go right to the shops as well. I think either one is pretty acceptable and a really nice way to go about this. Next up is H. Jolly's Music Store. This is the build my wife put together, and I think this looks really nice. I love the roof design here, pretty straightforward and simple. Love the chimney design, the rain gutter, along with this gutter right here. The sign looks good, the storefront, the awning. It just all looks really nice. Moving into the interior. So basically this and the toy shop are basically kind of dollhouse designs, so zooming in, I'll start with the shop first. So really nice cash register design. I love the sticker. The saxophone's really cool. I don't think I ever had a Lego saxophone before, so that's pretty nice. I also like the use of the Harry Potter wand, so he's going to either be the bows for the violin or drumsticks for the drum kit, which also looks really nice. Moving up to the top floor is basically an apartment, so really nice setup with tea and coffee. Have the teapot right there, looks pretty good. And then actually, if you zoom in right here, let me move that in a little more, you can see a nice little picture that seems innocuous, but this is actually a callback to, I think, the gingerbread house set that came out a few years ago. So really nice touch there, Lego. Overall, I think this is a good build. Some, I guess, criticism I have is, number one, I don't like that it's not modular. I understand why they don't do it that way. I mean, usually, again, like sets that are like $100 or less, they don't really make modular. They just do like the dollhouse thing. And then another criticism is, technically I have this wreath in the wrong spot, because if you put it where it's aligned down here, if I try to open the door, it would actually knock the wreath off. So I think that might be a mistake on Lego's part. So I did have to change it up from the instructions, but overall still a really great build. I definitely love this building. Let's go ahead and move on to the toy shop. And here we have the toy shop. Looks pretty nice. Right out of the gate, I love the facade design here with the roof and the siding here. I love how they used snot bricks to basically put these tiles on their sides to get this nice display here. I love the holly, the jolly, the wreath, the bird. This all just looks really great. I definitely love this one pretty much. Then moving into the interior, again, love that cash register design. You have the little bunny, brick-built robot, little micro build steam locomotive, and I'm not really sure what this is supposed to be, this little green tower here. Maybe it's some sort of a box kite, or maybe a green Lego Jenga, not really sure. Either way, it all looks good. And then moving into the upper floor, again, it's a living apartment basically. You got the bed, a little Christmas wish list, nice little display here of presents, and the tree. I love about the tree is this is actually a smaller scaled down version of the other tree that comes with the overall set. So again, really clever on Lego's part. Again, just a few criticisms. Again, I don't like that it's not modular. And then another thing, I don't like that the store is called Santa's Toys and Games. I think that's just a little, kind of on the nose there. I think a better idea would be you call it Chris's Toys and Games, and you have like a old guy with a beard or something like that and glasses, and he runs the shop. And it's kind of like ambiguous, like, oh, is that Santa Claus? Is this his store? How does that work? Is that how he gets kids his wishes or something? And then you have the woman who runs the other shop. Instead of her being in charge of this one, she's in charge of the music store. And maybe kind of a story there is her name is Holly. and then it's Holly Jolly's music store. Get it? Yeah, I'll be here all week. Moving on to what I think is probably my most favorite part of this entire build is the trolley. I absolutely love this thing. I love, yeah, you have the front there with a nice wreath on the front and the back. The side paneling looks really good. Have a Toyful holiday that's really nice. Yeah, H-Jaws. Yeah, so there's basically an ad for both stores on each side. Really cool. The trolley design is great. I don't think it's very much minifig scale because that'd be quite a hike getting up there to the seat, but still a really nice design. I like it. You have the seats here so you can have 1, 2, 3, 4 people sitting. You have the lever here for the conductor to operate the trolley. I think this looks really good. There's almost like a nostalgic look to this too, because this kind of reminds me of the trolley from Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. I think it looks pretty good. And on a side note, there are instructions for how to put a battery pack and motor in the back here. That's basically what this whole empty space is for, to put that back there to give this motorized capabilities, which I think is pretty nice. Yeah, an overall great build. The one design flaw I have to point out on this is the top comes off way too easy. Like look at this. Boom. It's just so easy to come off and put back on, basically. And it's not too much of a deal breaker, but I mean, when you're moving this thing around, 9 times out of 10, you're probably lifting it up like that, and that would be a problem. So what I would recommend, if people want to prevent that, basically kind of like a modular setup. You have mostly tile, but then you'll have like one stud, one stud, one stud, one stud, and then you're able to put the top of the trolley on it, and it's basically fixed on now, so it won't be so loose coming off and on. But otherwise, this is a great build. I love this trolley. It looks really great, and yeah, get rolling. So overall, I would recommend getting this set, despite a couple of the flaws here and there. I think the benefits definitely outweigh the flaws. I think that the buildings look great. Again, the snow aesthetic looks nice. The different coloring of the buildings too, the medium nougat here, the olive green and dark red there. I think it all just looks great. I think the trolley is nice, the tree, the minifigures a little lackluster, but overall, again, this is a really nice set, definitely worth your money. I definitely, both my wife and I had a fun time putting it together. What more could you possibly want? I mean, that's the whole point of the holidays to begin with, so really nice. And again, I definitely love this trolley. I'm looking forward to maybe motorizing it and putting it in one of my cities one day. To be continued. We'll see about that. But yeah, overall, a really great set. I would recommend. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Let me know what you guys like or didn't like. Do you like the set? Don't like the set? I definitely want to hear from you. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and have a wonderful week.